Attention crypto holders. There are two big catalysts in the cryptocurrency market today that, if either of these two catalysts play out, could send crypto prices lower, a lot lower. Not trying to create FUD, because rest assured, in today's video, I'm going to give you the full picture. Do not be fooled. What are the two catalysts crypto holders are worried about? Number one, the SEC will take action against Ethereum and classify Ethereum as an unregistered security. In fact, Coinbase CEO recently warned that the SEC may consider Ethereum a security. Not that he wants this, just warning that the SEC is cracking down.
And it's not surprising, by the way. The current financial system is built on 40-year-old technology. Some of the laws have been around for 100 years before the internet even existed.
If the SEC decided to take action against Ethereum and deem Ethereum an unregistered security, that would surely tank the market. Because if that happens, virtually no cryptos except Bitcoin could live, let alone thrive, in America. That action would create fear, uncertainty, and doubt across the world. This is particularly of concern to the cryptocurrency industry in America because the SEC just went after popular cryptocurrency exchange Kraken to discontinue what they call their unregistered security offering, i.e. the staking that you can do on Kraken's platform is an unregistered security to the SEC. They made them pay $30 million, settle the SEC charges, you can no longer stake on Kraken. Crypto catalyst number two could be a massive unlock of both Bitcoin and Ethereum flooding the open market this month. Crypto personality and analyst Kobe tweets, they're going to release the mtgox Bitcoin the same week they unlock post-merge staked Ethereum. They just want to maximize chaos. 6 to 12 months away probably. It's going to be funny. Don't trust anyone. This was kind of a joke tweet by him back August 27th, 2022. Seems like reality is imitating parody. Mtgox creditors may finally start seeing their Bitcoin this month, March. Shanghai Upgrade, where Ethereum ETH becomes unlocked from the staking contract, slated for March. This would be the most massive unlock from people with mostly lower cost bases than current prices. Could get ugly.
No, God! No! God, please, no! No!
Addressing issue number one. Is Ethereum at risk of being classified as a security? And as we answer this, we need to make sure we understand the finer points of why the SEC went after Kraken's staking program in the first place. What exactly were the issues? Andrew Keys, co-founder and president of Dharma Capital on CoinDesk.
Andrew, does all this talk about ETH potentially being a security make you nervous at all?
I don't think it makes me nervous. I think when understanding what the SEC explained, they took specific issue with how Kraken was using their program for staking as a service. When you dig into the details, there were two pieces that I found specifically compelling. One was that the SEC took issue with the commingling of assets. And the other was that rather than a technology service provider that charged a percentage of a validator's return, for example, if an Ethereum validator generated 10 Ether, you could have a 10% fee. And basically 9 Ether would go to the client, 1% would go to the technology service provider. They didn't publish the way that the staking yields were processed. So Chairman Gensler used the example that Kraken could have potentially traded to generate yield, or lent to generate yield, or staked to generate yield. So I think there was specific nuance that should be considered with respect to understanding really what the issues that were taken.
Yeah, and just to remind viewers, Kraken paid a $30 million fine to the SEC as a settlement, and they're discontinuing its crypto staking services for U.S. customers.
What lessons can we learn from this then?
So I think the lessons learned are to potentially have non-custodial staking with assets that are not commingled, and that staking vendors really need to operate as service providers, not entities that are essentially offering a certain amount of yield that you would see in an investment contract.
Addressing issue number two, mtgox Bitcoin plus Ethereum staking, massive unlock happening at the same time this month, March. First of all, the mtgox Bitcoin flooding the market, this has been a FUD narrative since 2014. People have been talking about this exact thing, flooding the market with mtgox coins, since 2014, since right after it happened. Not saying that it won't create some sell pressure, but I do think the fear, uncertainty, and doubt around all of this has been largely overblown. And after it happens, we'll be all good. Let's talk about Ethereum staking. So the Ethereum staking unlock happens when the Shanghai Upgrade goes live. This has been slated for March for a while. This is true that the unlock will happen. However, it is a myth that all the ETH staked will be unstaked and unlocked all at the same time or same day, not even the same week, not even the same month. Because when Shanghai goes live, it will actually be a waterfall or ladder sort of thing where ETH stakers will be able to unstake their ETH in waves. I've said this before, that I think the ETH staking event, although there could be some initial unstaking and initial selling in the beginning, I think being able to unstake Ethereum in the long term is bullish because it will ultimately get much more people to stake Ethereum over time, again, taking supply off the market. Not to mention, in true Ethereum fashion, Ethereum developers push back Shanghai Upgrade to early April, so not even in March anymore, and it's possible they push it back even more. So I think that this is overblown. For full context and more on what exactly Ethereum's Shanghai Upgrade will do, let's go back to Andrew Keys. Is he bullish or bearish?
Shanghai is scheduled to occur in late March or early April. And what this does, it enables Ethereum staking withdrawals. So essentially, we've had a one-way street where participants could stake their Ether, earn the yield, but weren't able to access that yield or the principal Ether. Now, we'll be able to have withdrawals. So big picture, I actually think short term, this could be bearish as people access liquidity. But long term, I definitely believe this to be bullish, as now there's the ability to withdraw. We believe that more will actually stake. Currently, there's about 15% of all Ether. That's about $29 billion of total market cap that's being staked. And I could easily see that number going to 30 to 40% over the next 24 months. And lastly, I think once this upgrade is done, we're getting to the really interesting scalability upgrades. So proof of stake kind of set the stage for what's called dank sharding, where Ethereum can have shards of the network form consensus rather than having the entire network form consensus. So getting this kind of logistical upgrade out of the way sets the stage for a really important scalability upgrade, which is kind of what Ethereum has really promised and has researched over the last 5-7 years.
Get your tickets to NFTLA. It's now called The Outer Edge. It's the second time they're putting on this NFT and Web3 event in LA, March 20th through 23rd. Use code Altcoin Daily, 10% off. Hope to see you there. We'll be speaking or moderating some panels. It's going to be awesome. Get your tickets to Bitcoin 2023 Miami, May 18th through 20th, Miami Beach this year. Use code Altcoin Daily, 10% off. This is the biggest Bitcoin conference of the year. Ticket prices continue to increase as we get closer to the event. Use code Altcoin Daily, 10% off. Get your tickets now. So with Ethereum's Shanghai Upgrade and all the upgrades that can be done after that, Bitcoiners have long said, be your own bank. Now Ethereum can provide all the functionality of a real-life bank, two-factor authentication, password recovery, set spending limit, subscription payments too. In this case, we're talking about account abstraction and the launch of ERC 4337 specifically. This is coming up in Ethereum's roadmap. So how bullish should we be? Once Ethereum's Shanghai Upgrade goes live, once account abstraction goes live, once sharding goes live, not to mention the developing L2 ecosystem, everything that Ethereum has going for it, projecting out in the next 1, 2, 3, 5 to 10 years, how bullish can we be on Ethereum? Ethereum staking is a big industry, but it's going to get so much bigger than anyone could imagine. Solo staking, centralized, decentralized, liquid staking derivatives, institutional stakers, restaking, liquid staking derivatives as DeFi collateral, and more. This will all lead to Ethereum staking becoming a $1 trillion industry. The bull case for Ethereum staking is no longer that Ethereum will be the settlement layer for the internet. That's now the base case. The new bull case for Ethereum is that it's the security layer for the entire internet. ETH staking goes from one-dimensional to omnidimensional. So, As an investment, what are we talking about? Let's go back to CoinDesk. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, daily videos keeping you informed on the entire cryptocurrency market. Smash the like button, and let's talk about price prediction and return on investment for Ethereum.
We believe that Ethereum has proven that blockchains can form consensus without the overconsumption of electricity, as in Bitcoin's proof of work, which we think is extremely important. Furthermore, the ability to generate yield without the need to rehypothecate, like what's happened in Celsius or BlockFi with their lending programs, we find very compelling. And lastly, as a network, we think Ethereum has proven to become deflationary through what's called the EIP 1559, which is a method of burning Ether per transaction. So in terms of kind of the institutional investor outlook, we think that this is probably the most compelling asset in terms of risk-adjusted returns. We still believe there's probably a 10 to 50x in Ethereum over the next 5 to 10 years. And now that one can be ESG friendly, generate yield on the asset, so you can essentially earn more of it by being long and contributing to beneficial actions within the network, and having this deflationary policy within the ecosystem is compelling. It would be fair to say I have a majority of my chips on Ethereum because I believe this is the substrate for the next generation of the global economy. And I think that this commodity of Ether and the block space that it represents will continue to be one of the most important assets going forward over the next decade.